Let me show you something. If you got one of these BMWs and you see smoke coming from the passenger side of the engine, as you can see, the engine is leaning towards the right side of the car. And so this is the valve cover gasket, and oil leaks on top of the exhaust back here. Stick my hand back here and get some of this smushy. See that? And it creates smoke because oil hitting the exhaust creates smoke. So most likely it's the valve cover gasket. What is the valve cover gasket? The valve cover gasket is a seal that seals the top of the engine. This plastic in the middle. See this plastic in the middle? See this rubber right here? This rubber goes all the way around and seals the top of the engine. And so we're going to replace it with a new one. Peace. Of course, we just have to remove one or two things. You know, counter filter, some covers right here, engine covers, some hoses, fuel rail, some ignition coils. This bracket right here, Bluetooth sensor bracket. I tested the fuel rail already. Some more little intake hoses here, intake hoses there. And a couple of things right here, air box, some more things, engine cover. So we can finally remove the valve cover gasket. Let's do this. Okay, so we got the valve cover removed. Now you can see inside. You can see the cam shafts. All sorts of stuff. And you can see where it was leaking back here. What we got on the outside. This is the valve cover. When you look at the seal, you can see it's even. And it's not even protruding, it's not even sticking out. It's flat, causing oil to seep out. See that? See how flat it is? I'm going to take this out, put the new one in so we can compare and see what it looks like. So I'm removing the valve cover gasket. This is the gasket. Look how crispy it is. Look at that. Let's see if it breaks. The new valve cover gasket installed all over. Cleaned it with some brake cleaner and then air dried it. Some air pressure. See that? How it's sticking out? That's going to hold the oil very well. Make sure we got proper installation. And I got a little bit of RTV on the corner just to hold this in. So while this is sitting here, let the RTV just dry just a little bit so it can get a little sticky. So that when I flip this over, the valve cover gasket doesn't fall out and end up in improper installation. So now I'm going to clean all this off on the edge. Clean all that off. Right towards the outside of the engine so it doesn't fall inside. So I can install the new valve cover gasket. Alright, so the edge is pretty clean. Wipe it all off. Now we're going to put the valve cover. Also, quick tip. These things, they bottom out. Which means that you can only tighten them to a certain point. So when you tighten them, hold the ratchet as close as you can to the bolt. Not all the way at the end over here because then you have too much leverage. You don't know how tight it's going to be. You're going to keep tightening and tightening.